Live.
Okie dokie.
Okay. And we should be live, I hope. What's going on, chat? How we doing?
What if you didn't? What if it's broken?
I hope I'm live. Listen, I was filming a video today. I was doing like a 2021 year in review, and I was talking about the charity stream, and I talked about one of the most embarrassing parts of the stream was I was introducing you and David, and for 10 minutes you guys were muted, so I was like talking to nobody, and then I felt like a complete utter jerk at the end. So listen, I'm a little skeptical.
Did you go and watch it back? Because I didn't. I feel like that would be quite funny watching it back and see.
So embarrassed. I'm like, all right, guys, here's Holly, here's David, and chat's like, can't hear them, don't know what's going on. Oh my god,
that's brilliant.
Anyways,
really brilliant.
What's up, chat? How we doing? Welcome back. It is December 30th. One more day to not Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve.
Speak for yourself.
Sorry. How so inconsiderate. Holly's already on New Year's Eve, which is kind of cool.
Look, but ready to start partying. Just kidding. I'm just gonna stay up. I'm gonna try and stay up to watch the fireworks. If I keep falling asleep at like 11, so I don't know.
11? Come on, that's like so early.
I've been waking up early recently. It's been ridiculous. I mean, slight sleep in today at 7:30.
That's a sleep in at 7:30 in the morning for you?
Apparently, for the last 2 weeks. Usually it used to be like 9. No, I don't know what's happened, but I'm trying to embrace it. And I'm like, all right, if I'm going to be up, I might as well like keep going, wake up, go and do something with myself. So that's been my plan. But
cool. And you have any
bed on TikTok? Yeah,
nice. Yeah, I mean, I think it's like an obligatory 3 hours on TikTok before you go to bed, no matter what time you get to bed. So
yeah, no matter what, and then always in the morning as well. All about balance.
Right. You know, I should pull up my chat. You think that would be a smart thing to do before I click go live?
But, hi everyone.
But yeah, let's see. Holly's the professional, clearly.
Abhishek checked his emails. You're welcome.
I did get your response, Abhishek. I will respond to the email promptly. Hi chat. Okay, so Book of Boba Fett came out a couple of days ago. Very exciting. We haven't had Star Wars content like this in a pretty long time. I think the last Star Wars TV show was probably Bad Batch, and that ended in the summer. So it's been a while. We've had a drought, but Book of Boba came out. Today I have the 75312 Book of Boba. I think this is technically from The Mandalorian because The Mandalorian's in it, but this is Boba Fett Starship. I do have a courtesy of Land, so thank you, Land. Thank you, Lego. I'm going to be building this today. I've been sitting on it for a while, but I wanted to hop on a stream, talk about my thoughts, Book of Boba, alongside you guys and Holly as well for today. So yeah, if you guys are excited, drop a like down below. We're going to probably do maybe one more of these streams when the series ends. I don't think we're going to do like one every single episode, but we'll do it when the series finale happens. Abhishek, Fresh Bricks, Pink Bunny. We got Devin, Typical Bricks here, Drunk Lily, Brick Blast, Wookie Brick Stews. What's going on, guys? Thank you for joining. I know it's a weird time. It's Thursday. I wanted to do Friday, but works. That kind of sucks. So now it's not Friday, which is not as fun.
Friday's New Year's Eve. It's like, ain't nobody got time for that. Just kidding. I have tons of time for that. But like, I understand that like other people have things going on. So
apparently people like to do things other than like stay in their house and play with Lego and watch like Disney Plus. So I mean, for those of you guys
who like to have a life.
For those of you guys to do that, all the props to you. What's up, Brick Falcon? What's up, Jacob? Captain Chris Bricks, what's up, guys? What's up, guys? Drunk is asking a great question. What are you building / doing? Because I don't know what you're gonna do.
See, I've like run out of like things to build. I'm like waiting for tomorrow so I can like go and get new stuff. So I thought I would be somewhat productive and try and make a thumbnail.
Ooh, fun.
Since I was like, all right, sort of productive, even though it's a thumbnail for a video that I'm not gonna post anytime soon. Okay. So that's fun.
Nice. At least you're being productive. That's totally fine.
Yeah, I was like, I felt like I've sat on so many streams recently and just like sat there talking, and it's great and it's fun. And then the problem is I don't start doing things again. I don't pick it back up and I don't be productive, and then I just lose like 4 hours of my day and I'm like, oh no. So I was like, today I'm gonna Photoshop because it's low brain energy for me. And it shouldn't honestly take me that long.
Sounds good. Perfect. Awesome. Ross Bricks actually brings up a good point. I know Visions did come out recently. I actually didn't watch all the Visions episodes. I watched like a couple of them. I thought it was okay. I wasn't like super excited about it though. So I don't really count that, but I guess I should. So I mean, if you liked Visions, that's awesome. It wasn't for me. But yeah, so I mean, it's been over a day since Book of Boba Fett. So obviously, if this wasn't clear enough by the title or by the pinned comment, we are going to be talking episode 1 spoilers. To be completely honest, nothing really major in terms of spoilers for episode 1.
I don't think there really was anything.
No. I mean, we'll talk about it. It was a solid start, but like you're not like it's not like a Spider-Man like spoiler or like an Endgame
It's not
spoiler.
a Marvel show.
No, it's
Put
you
it
should
that
be
way.
you should be
Or
totally
even, like,
fine.
even The Mandalorian, I feel like, had more spoilers. Whereas,
Yeah.
like, this was just like slow, steady, not much is happening.
Exactly.
Which
Yeah.
is fine.
Yeah, it's like it's
Not
building
what I
up.
wanted, but
It's building up. You know,
fine.
it's setting up a world, I guess. Wiley, thank you for the $5. Is having a nice glass of wine and chilling to the stream. Listen, that sounds fantastic. That sounds fantastic. I hope we can provide some sort of entertainment for you today. Okay. So 1 to 10, Holly, before you watched Book of Boba Fett, what was your excitement level? 10 being amazing, 0 being I don't care.
Okay, well, to put this into perspective, 10 was Spider-Man No Way Home. That's a Spider-Man No Way Home level. And
course.
0 was me in the middle of the Bad Batch. So I would say
Okay.
Book of Boba Fett was probably somewhere around like 5 or 6. I feel like once Hawkeye ended, I was like, okay, this will be good. I'm excited because I have nothing else to watch. But then I was like, I feel like I got slightly let down. Like, I'm not a huge Boba Fett fan. I was more in it for Fennec. So, yeah, I don't know. I was excited, but not like hyped.
Yeah, I was the same way. I think I even tweeted this. Like when Fortnite dropped the Boba Fett skin, I was like, I'm more excited for this than the actual show. But I don't know. I was honestly maybe like a 2. I wasn't that excited for it. I really didn't really care for Boba Fett too much. I know a lot of people love him though, and like
That's what I don't understand. I'm like, you barely did anything in like the movie. Like, why are you so beloved? I don't understand. I even remember when it got announced, I was like, oh, so does that mean we're not getting more Mandalorian next year? And I was like, kind of sad, to be honest. But I'm just like, it's fresh Star Wars content. Like, I'm excited to go back into the world and like watch something each week. But it's just, I don't know. It's not the Mandalorian.
yeah, I feel like we've also just had a crazy amount of shows too. Like if you're someone who loves Star Wars and Marvel, you're probably tired at this point. Like just so many shows that came out this year. So I was kind of just like in a big blob, and I really didn't know like what to expect. So it was
I'm glad
okay.
that it gives me something to like watch each week, because like I feel like it gets to this time of year and all the shows stop. Like there's just nothing happening ever. So to have something to like keep going every week, I'm like, all right, this is good. This is all right.
Yeah.
But I'm also just like, I feel like there's such a high bar now of stuff. Like there have been so many good things on Disney Plus that I feel like now because there is so much, we're starting to get to some of like the worst ones. Like not everything can be special, not everything can be spectacular. We've had The Mandalorian, we've had WandaVision, we've had Hawkeye. Like those are my favorites. Now we're getting to like some of the worst stuff, and I feel like I'm just being let down.
Yeah, I thought it was a very boring episode 1, but like it was decent. But chat, right now out of 10, everyone put what you thought of the first episode. 10 being amazing, 0 being horrible. Because for me, it's probably like smack in the middle, maybe like a 4, maybe a 5.
I'm a solid 5.
Yeah.
Because I enjoyed I was very confused for most of this episode. Like I'm sat there watching it and I'm like, what's going on? And then I realized that we're in the Snarlack pit, and I was like, oh, wait, is that the right word? I don't know. We're in the beast. And I was like,
Did you
okay,
throw
well,
an
it's
N
like-
in there? A Snarlack? SNAR? Is that what you said?
Maybe I was thinking too much about Snorlax from Pokemon.
Okay. Yeah.
But I'm watching it and I'm like, oh, okay, good. So like all of my questions to how Boba Fett survived are being answered. Fantastic. Because that's one thing I hated in The Mandalorian season 2. I was like, are we really going to bring him back just for the sake of bringing him back? Like he died.
Yep.
Like, I don't want this to be another somehow Palpatine return situation.
Yep.
Like, I'm not having it. So the fact that they did go and take that time to be like, okay, here's how he's alive. Like, I really appreciated that. I loved all of the backstory in that regard. But then I was like, why is he being chained up in the desert by some Tusken Raiders? Like, what is this? I was just really confused. the entire time.
I think it was nice that they gave the backstory because I was in a very similar boat where I saw Boba Fett and the Mandalorian. I was like, oh, here we go again. Like he's just another guy brought back because like the fans really miss him, I guess. And I guess establishing that background was important, but I feel like we still he was in the Sarlacc pit for like 30 seconds, and that was it. And then the rest was like him getting out and I guess being like taken prisoners. So I mean, it was
like, only you'd have like a concussion or something, and you'd need to like recover.
Yeah, he just went right from like Sarlacc pit to a labor camp. So it happened very fast, but it was I thought it was a boring episode, to be honest. Like
same, like nothing happened. It was just a whole lot of nothing. Like I understand that it was a lot of like world building and like character development, but I just thought to myself, I was like, what did the script writer get paid for this? Like there's nothing happening. Like it's all just like silence and some action and that's about it. And I was like, well, we understand that we're in like post-Empire world. Like we knew that to begin with.
Yep.
So I'm like, why is there so much extra time being like, okay, like I'm the leader now. It's like, yeah, we learned that from the post-credit scene. Like, it's sort of just like developing everything, I guess, we already knew sort of going into the show. And then just being like, oh, yeah, Boba Fett is like, he can kick some butt.
Yeah. I mean, I think
and I'm like,
it is kind of exciting, though. Like, I love the idea of like this criminal underworld that we really don't see too much in Star Wars. Like, and I feel like Boba Fett will be a good character for that, but he kind of seems like a bum. He really doesn't do that much. I feel like he's old, he's like washed up, and he can't really kick butt like he used to. So it's going to be interesting to see where that goes, I guess.
It just feels like a whole lot of I don't know, I just feel underwhelmed. It's definitely not what I expected. I expected something more along the lines of The Mandalorian, where we're going and hunting people down, and we've got all of this like action and like a quest. Like, I walked away from this episode and I'm like, I don't understand what the story is.
Yeah.
Like, where are we going? Like, it was just sort of like its own little 40-minute like pocket of time. Like, I don't know what the overarching goal is. I don't know what we're doing. Like, I walked away from the first episode of The Mandalorian being like, all right, he's after this bounty. He sees that it's a child. He's supposed to be going to sell it. That's the premise of the story. The Bad Batch. Okay, like, everything is just happened. We've just, like, it's just gone off the rails, like the Empire is being formed. Like, I knew that was happening, and that's the road that we're going on. We're going to see how that all started, the shift of power and how the Sith take over. And it's like, you just had this overarching story, whereas Boba Fett, I'm just like, crime.
Yeah, you're just like, what? Essentially. I mean, it could definitely just be like a slow start to the show, which I'm definitely not. I'm not like counting out the show as being good or bad. It's only the first episode, obviously.
Yeah, it's like, it's hard to judge it.
Yeah, but it's just it was a very slow start, and I lose interest very fast with stuff like this. I felt this way like maybe episode 3 or 4 in the second season of The Mandalorian. I just really didn't have that much like vested interest anymore. So I'm still hoping it's going to be a good show, and I think it can be. But chat, do we know how many episodes of Book of Boba there will be? Because that is
I have no clue.
I don't know. Abhishek says,
I don't even know when the next like Marvel show's coming out, because usually they'll like finish and then the next one will start. But like, I don't even know when that's starting now, so I feel lost.
I feel like there are also a million different Star Wars shows coming in next year, because I know there's like the Obi-Wan show, and then I think there's like 2 other ones, Ahsoka, and just a bunch. But Abhishek says he got his butt kicked.
And now Star Wars taking over.
Yeah, right. He did get his butt kicked. 7? Only 7? Okay. That's less. Mandalorian was what, 10?
Yeah, 10 or 8, I think. And then I know Marvel had some like 6-episode seasons. And like, honestly, I don't want it to be too long. If it's going to be like this all the time,
yeah,
then we're in trouble.
Yeah. I think, well, Hawkeye was only 6 episodes, right? Or 7? Yeah.
And like, I liked it because it felt like it didn't feel like it was rushed. It didn't feel like it was stretched out. It was just like perfect. Like, they told the entire story, like did a lot of character development. Like, I was really, really happy with that show.
Yeah.
I think back to even The Mandalorian season 2, and I was like, we're just going to different planets for cameos at this point. Like, let's move it along. And then like halfway through the second season, I was like, right, this is what I've signed up for. Like, this is why I'm here.
Exactly.
And it was great.
TJ says he's canceling his Disney Plus at the end of the month. What?
No.
Come on
At
now.
least wait until Boba Fett's finished,
There's
or get halfway through it and then decide you hate it.
yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Jacob says Mando was 8 episodes. Okay, so not that far off. But yeah, I mean, I guess this is a very biased opinion of mine because I just didn't care for Boba Fett being back in the first place. But I still think the show can be good. It's just like it was very slow. So it started off. I think it picked up him in the back the tank after he had taken over Jabba's palace, and then it cuts to him in the Sarlacc. And this was probably the most important thing for me that I wanted to see is an explanation of how he survived this like formidable monster that was supposed to like devour
I
you.
honestly didn't think it was gonna happen, so I was really that was good.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it was a good scene. It was super fast, and I definitely don't feel like explained enough. I don't know if that makes sense, but it was just
it did feel rushed.
Yeah. But I mean, I think he like breaks out of the Sarlacc, but he uses his like flamethrower, which I guess makes sense. I mean, if you're surviving there and you catch it on fire, you're gonna get out. And then I think it cuts to him getting out of the pit, and then he gets immediately like jumped by Jawas, and then he gets encamped and imprisoned by Tusken Raiders. So I mean, we're kind of seeing like the same thing. I don't know. It felt like the Mandalorian kind of, but just like reskinned for Boba Fett. And maybe that's the purpose. But for me, that was a little disappointing because I was like, oh, another Tusken Raider, another Jawa. We've seen these guys 30 million times in the past 2 years.
Yeah, like we're really going back to Tatooine.
Yeah,
Thing.
It's just like I feel like they're just relying so much on the old stuff. But I mean, there was the fight scene. I know it jumps pretty far ahead in the episode, but the fight scene at Mos Espa was really fun. I liked like that like mini casino they went to. I thought that was pretty cool. It was a cool scene. And then Fennec going after a couple of the guys that jumped them was super fun too. But it was just a very slow episode, and I'm thinking that it'll pick up after like the first couple episodes. But if there's only 7, you kind of have to cover a lot of ground, and I feel like it's gonna be way too fast for a lot of people, especially if this is a one-off. I don't know if there's gonna be like a season 2. I'm kind of hoping it's a one-off. I don't want an extended show about Boba Fett because he's just not that interesting. But I don't know.
It's like even like I would love like several seasons of like a Kenobi show, but I know that that's probably not a good idea. It's probably better just to do like the one-off, like have your fun, tell your story, and leave it at that. Like you don't want it to become a really dragged out thing just for the sake of it, just because it's popular.
Yep.
Then it ruins everything. It's like we've got enough stories, we've got enough characters. Like if Boba Fett, if that's all he's going to do, like I'm happy with just my one, please.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it sounds like Boba Fett's gonna kind of just be doing this until the day he dies anyway. So I don't really need 20 episodes about the same thing.
But I also want to know how he took over Jabba's palace. Like that's what I want to find out. Like, did he just like rock up after like Leia like killed him and just be like, "This is mine now"? Like, I want to know how that happened. Like,
I don't know.
That happened and I missed it.
I don't know if that's explained. Chat. I mean, I'm sure you guys. I don't really read like legend stuff. I really only like see the movies and the shows. Is that explained at all, or is that something we're still kind of waiting to get an explanation for in the show? Because that is a great question. Because Jabba's he's like the godfather of Star Wars essentially, with all the organized crime and stuff. So it's weird that he kind of just like walks in, sits in his throne, and then everyone's like, "Oh, okay, you're the new boss man." So it was a little weird. Willie, thank you for the $5 again. Question for your favorite franchises: do you want more shows or movies? Don't cop out and say both. At this point, with the amount of shows coming out for Star Wars, I'd much rather get a brand new trilogy of movies. I think I'm kind of over the shows. For Marvel, I think the shows have been doing great.
I think they're the complete opposite for Marvel.
Yeah, I think they're doing great.
Give me more shows. Like I'm really enjoying them because I know that they're gonna keep doing movies and like we're gonna get like 2, 3 a year. Like I feel like that's enough. I don't want more movies. As much as I would love a Spider-Man movie every year, no. Like I'm happy with my shows. I also feel like you can explore like better storylines and more like niche things and introduce like lesser known characters easily in a show. And it just makes things more exciting. And just I love the overall hype of each week. Like I think back to when WandaVision came out, that was an experience. It was a cultural reset per se. Everyone weekly is just humming along to the theme tunes and just guessing. Everyone's going off their rails. It was incredible. But like Star Wars, we're getting tons of shows now, but I don't think we're ever going to get a new movie anytime soon after the sequels. Like, I'd love more one-off stuff like they did with, like, Rogue One.
Yes.
Like, I feel like that would be really cool.
That'd be great. Yeah, I think with the current caliber Marvel's making their shows at, more shows for Marvel. I love it. But for Star Wars, I still think they're still trying to figure out, like, how to work the TV shows. Like, Marvel kind of found, like, the secret recipe when they're just making a bunch of fan favorites and they're doing really good quality shows. Star Wars, I feel like, still hasn't found that, and I think they're like testing it with all these new shows. I just want
they're still
movies
trying to
back.
recover as well from like the sequels. They're like,
Yeah.
all right, The Mandalorian, we've had a hit, awesome, and they're like, okay, well now what?
Yeah,
What do we do now?
I just don't want them to overload it because I mean, as much as the sequels and the prequels, I guess, were pretty divisive. I still like watch all of them. Like if I'm not doing anything, if I'm watching TV and the movies come on, I'm not gonna be like, oh god, it's episode 7.
Ew.
Oh, it's episode 8. Yeah, like that's just not the type of fan I am. But there are people who get hella mad at a lot of Star Wars stuff. But I would love to see the return of movies, something new, something in the trilogy form. I think that would be cool. But yeah, that's your long-winded answer for the $5 donation. Thank you. Let's see. Someone said they rushed Boba's rise to power. What happened to Bib Fortuna and his vassals? So, if I remember correctly, didn't Bib Fortuna take over after Jabba, and then Bib got destroyed at the end of?
I also want to know what happened to Bib Fortuna because like we saw him. And then he came back and died instantly. Like, what happened to him during that point?
Yeah, I want to know. Like, was he feared? Was he like just kind of like
Did
the
no one
assistant?
like him?
Was he just like the assistant manager and he just like took over for a time? Like, I don't know. There's a lot of questions, and again, it's only episode 1, so I hope
he that
we're.
really annoying like staff member who thought they were like better than everyone else and just like was like, I deserve the job. Just
Like, did he have to?
a mean version, a worse version of Dwight Schrute.
Yeah, like, did he have
I
to
want to
apply
know.
for it? Was there an interview process? Did he get like benefits? These are the things that I want to know. J1 builds, what's up? Chaden, no worries. Ooh, just got back from Walmart with the 2022 sets. Nice, have fun.
Ooh, what'd you get?
I want to get. Yeah, what did you get, by the way? I want to get more battle packs, obviously, but I want to get
Yeah, I
the
really
Boutique
wanna get a
Hotel. There's a lot of stuff that I want to get.
What are you planning on getting on June 1st? I mean, no, not June 1st, January
June
1st.
1st
We don't
is
know
a
what's
little
coming
far
out
from
in
now.
June.
January 1st, to be honest, I'm probably not going to end up buying anything because I'm not like in a super duper rush. If I hadn't gotten any of the Star Wars sets, I'd probably buy those day one. But really the only other ones I want, the Tiger for obvious reasons, the Boutique Hotel, I think, and one of the New Year sets. I think it was the one with like the ice skating rink. I think that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that one's a pretty fun one.
I think that's really it. I mean, I do like want stuff. I think I'm just gonna wait. Maybe even just try to get it through land support because I'm not in a rush. No one's gonna watch a review of like the Majestic Tiger on my channel, so I'm not really worried.
I mean, speak for yourself. I'm gonna post one anyway. I don't think it's gonna go down well, but I'm gonna make it an entertaining video that I can be like, yeah, that happened.
Oh my god.
So I want to do it. I have a plan for it. I just need to get up and film it. But I'm gonna wait for it because I'm like, it's not gonna be like, it's not so time sensitive. I feel like this Tiger.
No, it's
So I'm
not.
gonna like do everything else first, and then like halfway through June, just put up a review on the Majestic Tiger.
Through
And I'm
June?
very, very excited.
Oh my god.
January. I keep
Oh,
messing up
okay.
months.
I was like, what?
Not
That's
quite June.
really late.
Oh. Yeah, I want to get a lot of things through land support too because I'm just like, I don't think there's going to be too many things that are going to catch my attention between like now and March.
Yeah.
Like the only stuff that I can think of is going to be like the Harry Potter wave, but like that's a day one, like quick as I can thing. Like I can't sit around and wait. Like I really want that City of Lanterns Monkey Kids.
Yes, that was the other one I forgot
And
to
I'm
mention.
like, that one's amazing. I really want to get the Boutique Hotel, but again, I'm in no rush. I'm just going to get that in double VIP points and keep it sealed.
Yep.
I feel like that's probably a better idea. And then, like, the Ahsoka brick heads, I'll, like, get through land support and make a TikTok on.
Yeah.
I also really want to get the sunflowers. They look
Those are
really
cool.
cool. And I know that, like, I should probably go and get them on day one. I might do. And then, like, some of, like, the Hoth minifigure pack. And
Yep.
do like sort of just the Lego exclusive stuff, and then like the Batman sets come out for us as well. Like I'm just gonna wait for them to go on sale.
Okay.
Like I'm like, no, smart building. Because I went to Kmart yesterday and I found the Tiger and the Chinese New Year sets, and they were $50 cheaper in total. And I'm like,
Wow.
ouch.
Already?
Should have gone and checked in there. Yeah. Well, Kmart just sells things like below retail price anyway. Like I scanned the Tiger and it was 60, not 80, and I was like, this hurts.
Dang.
This really hurts.
Jeez.
So good. I love it. I love it.
My only concern is like I don't know. Like, do we still think the Lego? I mean, obviously, like the stock issues is very well known at this point. I'm wondering how long it'll take Lego to recover, and will it affect my chances of getting stuff that I would otherwise like order through Lance? Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
That's what I'm wondering about, specifically the Monkey Kid set. I'm like, do I risk it and wait, or do I buy one just in case, keep it sealed, and then if it's like looking good and it's still in stock, return that and then get it through Lance support? Like,
Yep.
I'm like, do I like risk things? Because like I think back to the 60s Batmobile, and that took like 5-6 months to come back in stock here. Even like the Spider-Man minifigure pack didn't come out until like August, and that was supposed to release in like January. So I don't know. It's like, it's very much a, do you want to risk it? Are you okay waiting that long sort of thing? I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Like
interesting.
we've got a slightly better chance than the US. The US, you guys are in trouble.
Yeah, that's gonna be very fun. Tina's asking, did anyone see the GWP for January? Brixie showed a Lego store, but it's not showing up in the States. Yes, I had not heard about it up until literally today when I saw it. It looks great. I literally had no idea.
I don't know how I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna try and get it. I mean, I'll check tonight on Shop at Home, and if it's there, I'll let you all know.
Yeah.
Because I reckon it should be hopefully a wide release thing. I don't think we're gonna have it in stores, which sucks because that's where I'm buying my stuff tomorrow. I hate the fact that ours are two separate entities. Our Lego stuff, it's the worst. But never mind. I'll suck it up. I love it. I just wish we knew about it earlier because like I would have waited for the butthole tiger. Like, did I need this now? No, was a bit of the charm in the fact that it was early. Yeah. I would rather get a promo and wait a few more days. This is a great set. Buy it.
It does look super cool. And it's just such a meme set now, too. Everyone knows about it. It's so funny. It's great.
I can't wait for Stance to do a video on it. It's going to be the best.
Oh, my God. Knowing his comedy, it's going to be an amazing video.
Exactly. I'm like, oh, it's the best. It's the best. Wait, I saw a comment earlier. Hold on, I need to scroll back up. Jedi Bob, yes, I am coming to the States I'm coming for BrickWiz Chicago. At the moment, I'm not doing Virginia. Currently don't have plans to go to Virginia, but I'm thinking about it. But I feel like it might be a little much. But we'll see what happens.
Oh, so it's a possibility now.
Yeah, I'm just like, I haven't completely crossed out the idea, but
that's a lot of travel.
I also know that it's very back to back, and I might be exhausted by then. So we'll see. But definitely Chicago. I'm very excited for that one. It's gonna be great. It's also gonna be terrifying for the first few days. Final day, I feel like I might be fine, but like first 2 days, I'll be freaking out. So if I'm shaking, you guys know why. It's because I'm scared.
By the time you get used to it, the convention's going to be over and you'll already be on your plane back, so.
Literally. I'll be like, help me.
Really, literally. Oh, where's this piece?
It was bad. Oh, gosh, I know. Isn't it great? Look at it. Just you gotta stick its tail up so you get like a really good view. You know what I love doing as well is I love holding up the butthole tiger and like taking photos of like people next to it. I feel like it works quite well.
I've heard the term butthole so many times in this community, more than I've ever heard it before. It's such an interesting thing too. It's just
this tiger has really revolutionized everything.
It's breaking the boundaries for real.
Instead of the conventional Chicago, the convention. Definitely, like, don't get me wrong, I'm excited, but I also have this fear that there's going to be like a flock of people around me, and it worries me. I'm like, please, let's not. So I've just planned to like throw people in front as like human shields. That's my plan. I have faith. I don't think it's gonna happen, but that fear looms in my head at the same time. But I think it'll be fine. I'm very excited. I'm glad that I get to see all my friends and meet all my friends. It's gonna be the best time ever.
That's all right. You're only gonna get mobbed like 1 out of every 2 times. It's fine.
Yeah.
Not a big deal.
Okay.
Let's see. Peter says, to be honest, the only moment when Boba Fett looked epic was at the Sarlacc scene. I used to love Boba. He used to be my favorite character, but now he's lost some epicness. That's also, I loved the vagueness of Boba Fett, and that's like partially what made him so cool. But I feel like he's just like an old bum who like thinks he's still good at his like job. I'm sorry, that might be a little rude, but like
He's just an old, washed-up clone.
yeah, like he's washed up. He's like a washed up professional, and like I don't know. It's just I don't know. We shall see. We shall see with the show. I think it's every Wednesday, I would assume, or Fridays. I forget which one it is, but we'll see.
It makes me so annoyed though, this show, because I'm just like, I wish I had the 20th anniversary Slave One. Like, I've seen people go and get their like UCS ones out and go and build them and just like take photos of them, and I'm just like, I want one, but I don't want the little one that you're building.
You know, this, yeah.
Like, I know that I could go out and buy it right now, but I'm just like, there's something about that small ship. Like, just
No.
judging by what I thought of whatchamacallit, of the Imperial shuttle, like,
Yep.
I don't want to go and risk it.
No,
Like, I bought
yeah.
that, I was so excited for the shuttle, and then I was like, actually, this sucks. Like, it's okay, it's fine for what it is, but what it is not something that I want.
Yep.
Like, I want a bigger version that looks a lot better. Like, I love the cheap price point, it's great for kids.
Yeah,
I'm not a
100%.
kid. I want something for display. So I got rid of it. I want to get rid of my TIE fighter as well, but I haven't even gone to find it yet. It's broken up somewhere.
Nice.
I should go and do that at some point. So I'm like, all right, if the only one that I liked was the X-Wing, then I feel like chances are I might not like the Slave one.
No, I have the
with the
20th
like
anniversary one, and I have the UCS Slave one. This one just honestly doesn't live up. But like you said it perfectly, when this is clearly not a set aimed at us. Like you can't get mad at a set that's not intended for 20-year-olds. But this is definitely for like a 10-year-old. Like my little cousins would love this. I got it from Land because like I wanted to do this and talk about Boba Fett and stuff. And it still looks like a fun build, but I'm not gonna get mad because it's not like a set that's specifically aimed at me. So.
And it's like, I appreciate that they did do something different. Like, I'm glad that they didn't just make like another big one in the same time. Like, it's good. Like, they mixed it up. Like it's not for me. And I've accepted that, and that's okay. Like, is it kind of annoying? A little bit.
A little bit.
I'm not heartbroken over it. It's just more of a pain to see it on the shelf and be like,
You should definitely trying to find a good deal for the UCS one. It's fantastic. It's so cool.
I love the look of it. I went looking for the 20th anniversary one the other day, and I just wanted to cry when I saw the prices.
I think, yeah, I got one. I think I only have one, and it's one I bought like this year, but I think someone returned it at my local Lego store, and I like snagged it so fast. But I know it's like ridiculously priced now. So if you are trying to find either the 20th anniversary or the UCS, especially as Book of Boba's coming out, good luck without spending $1 million. So
Yeah, I want to have a look at what this is now.
yeah.
This should be fun. But also, speaking of Lego stores, for anyone in Australia, the gunship's on sale.
What?
Like, at the Lego certified stores. It's like $120 off or something. Like, I was looking up the Republic gunship the other day for a video, and just like in like the Google search, it was like on sale, and I was like, are you serious? And then like the certified stores have like a ton of things on sale at the moment, included, I mean, it was sold out at the time when I looked, but like the Corner Garage was listed, and like the X-Wing and the TIE Fighter, but like the gunship is like in stock and on sale. It's insane. I think it's gone from 480 to like 580 to 460. So if you've been planning on getting one, head to Click and Collect or delivery or whatever, because like that's a good deal.
So does that mean that they were anticipating on retiring the gunship in like your area?
Well,
Do you think?
I'm not too sure, because I looked it up and there was like a few things that were retiring soon in like their Boxing Day sale, but then there was also a lot of stuff that like looks like it's gonna stick around for a while. Like the gunship, like that's what I thought. I was like, oh yeah, the gunship will like, still be here. Oh, apparently it ends tonight, everyone. So if you're planning on getting it, do it now. Like we've also got we've got Sesame Street listed on here, the Creator Expert pickup truck, the Mandalorian Starfighter, the Imperial Probe Droid. Then we've got things like Camp Nou and the International Space Station, the Mandalorian Brickhead. So there's like a wild mix of like new and old, even Bad Batches listed.
Wow.
And the Darth Vader Meditation Chamber. Queer Eye to no one's surprise, considering
No.
way oversupplied that one. There's even like a couple of like Minecraft sets there, and like Monkey Kid, like so much is here. Pirates of Barracuda Bay.
That's a great set. If you're
Right.
waiting on that and it's on sale, definitely get that.
Yeah, like there is so much.
Jeez.
So if you've been thinking about it and you're Australian, off you go. Enjoy. Have fun.
Good luck. Shy Time,
Hey,
what's up, man?
Shy.
Good to see you here. Let me see.
What am I looking for? Oh, here we go. 20th anniversary Slave 1. Let's look at how much this is. So for a used one with no minifigures, $110 US.
Oh my god, that's like that's only $10 less than what it retailed for.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, here we go. So there's a used one in Australia for 247 Australian, which is like around, like I'd say like 170 US.
Ugh, gross.
Oh, that hurts.
That is
Should I
nasty.
get it? Like literally, I bought the dumbstrung ship from 2004 like yesterday for like $30 more than that Slave one is worth. Like,
I'd rather
that's
have that. I'd rather have
ridiculous.
that, to be honest. That's cooler.
Yeah, so would I. It looks so much cooler, and I'm like, it's the only one that they've made currently. I have a strong feeling they're going to make another one, which is half the reason I bought it, because I was like, if they do a new one, comparison video. If they don't, I still have the dumbstrung ship.
Right.
So like, it's a win-win either way. But I got to build it, do a review on it shortly, and just like cross my fingers and hope that it comes out. Oh, Star Wars prices are just scary.
Star Wars sucks.
So scary.
As much as I love Star Wars, it sucks so much sometimes.
The resale market. Oh, look at that. Oh, someone's got in the Czech Republic.
Ooh.
They've got 60 of them.
60 of the sets sealed?
Yeah, you have to buy 60 of them, I'm pretty sure. It says bulk is one complete full pallet, 80. Oh, wait, no. Interesting.
Huh.
They've got 60 of them and they're 508 Australian each.
Oh my god.
That hurts.
You know, I'm good. Yeah, good luck to you guys. Who are,
380 Australian. Oh, no, that's US, sorry.
good luck to you guys looking for Slave Ones. I'm so happy I got mine beforehand because after the show, they're just gonna be up there for no good reason too. So
It's gonna be awful.
good luck. Jacob says everything is still sold out where I live, dude. Same. My Lego store looks atrocious. It's literally just AT-ATs, Coliseums, and Queer Eyes. The entire store. It's craziness.
Ours haven't been too bad. We've got tons of like city and a couple like creator sets and like the same like 4 Ninjago sets taking up everything. And then there's like all the big Star Wars sets besides like the Imperial, like besides like the huge UCS ones. Like they're all there. And then like 3 Harry Potter sets if we're lucky. And like the Adidas shoe.
I think middle
still
of December, my store was sold out of all City, all Friends, all Creator, all Minecraft, all Disney. It was horrible this year.
But like it's insane.
bad.
Like our store is like doing bad recently, and like they should have gotten their shipment in yesterday for all of the January 1st stuff, and that's been delayed. So like we're not getting stuff like on time apparently. But I'm looking online, like we've still got the UCS AT-AT and the Gunship in stock, Mos Eisley, the Star Destroyer, R2D2, the Light Cruiser, the small AT-ATs on back order, and the Falcons on back order. But like for the most part, things are in stock for us. It's weird. Like with the Bad Batch Shuttle, like I'm pretty sure the Slave one's sold out, but like things are here, and I'm genuinely shocked because like I thought online would have sold out more so than the store.
Yeah. Yeah, I know the U.S., North America, I should say, Lego Shop at Home is just decimated unless you're looking for brickheads, maybe at that, if you're lucky.
Insane. We've even got AATs on back order. When does that ever happen here?
AATs? Oh yeah. Wow, that's weird.
Yeah.
That is very weird.
Like we never have that in stock. I'm genuinely shocked.
I think our store sold out of 501st Battle Packs the first time since like
Oh wow.
a month after release, which is pretty crazy. But,
There is no 501st TJ. No 501st. I said this last year. Like after that one restock where everyone was like, they've sold out, they've retired, and they were like, then they goes like, no, they're not. They're gonna restock on this day. We have not had one since then. I told y'all that was gonna happen, and everyone's like, oh no, it just says temporary. No, Australia's stock system works very differently. We barely get restocks. If it's been out of stock for longer than 6 months, chances are they just haven't updated the website. We've still got the original Harry Potter series minifigures listed on there. Does it say sold out? Yeah. Are they coming back? No. Why are
Nope.
they still on the website?
I'm telling you guys, if you make a trip to the U.S., just go to a Target, buy 10 501st battle packs, sell them wherever you live, and that'll cover your
that's what I'm gonna
expenses.
do.
Like literally.
I'll bring them to Chicago and I'll just get like different Star Wars creators to sell
Yeah.
sign them, and then I'll sell them.
You'll make
My resale scalping plan.
Exactly.
This
Hey,
is
what's
an
up, Anna?
Absolute win.
Right.
Hey, Anna.
Let's see.
See you, Abishai. Enjoy work. Ooh, Ian. I can't tell if that's a good deal or not. Probably not.
I'm willing to sell my 20th slave one without Zuckus, Han, and Leia for 120. What were the minifigures included? I feel like it was one more.
Yeah, there was like 2 exclusive ones or something, I think.
I forget which ones they were.
But like, I bought the Han and I've got Boba. So, I don't know. Yeah, and then there was a 20th Leia. I should have got it.
You should.
have
You
got it.
really should have. Sorry, this is the same way I was with the
retro.
diner. I missed out on the downtown diner, and that's like one of my favorite modulars. And it just the retirement of it creeped up on me, and now it's just like stupid amounts of money. So I'm just, it sucks. I mean, you can't buy every single Lego. At least you can try to, but you won't, because there'll always be something that you're just gonna miss out. But you
I
always
just
miss out.
found a sealed 2013 gunship.
How much? How much is that?
630, which is like 200 more than what the UCS one is currently at
That's
the Lego
gross.
store.
That's just gross.
If it was the same price, I feel like I could do it, because I'm like, the UCS one was just too big for me. Like, I want a minifigure scale one. Thank you, Mr. Bombastic. I'm glad you like it.
Oops.
Well, I just want to go looking on eBay now. This is fun. This is a bad idea.
It's
Oh,
fun.
look at that. Brand new 501st Legion Clone Troopers, 75 Australian dollars. Buy it now, when it
Ew.
was only like 45 at store.
Oh god.
Oh,
That's
dear.
crazy.
Luke's lightsaber, 200.
Ooh, hate to see that one. That's a
That
tough one.
hurts. That one really hurts.
That one sucks.
Oh no. The battle pack average price is a whole $30 more.
That's craziness.
ridiculous.
That's craziness. Anna's asking, what'd you get for Christmas? As for Lego, I got Hogwarts icon set, nice. Polyjuice potion, nice, and Hermione polybag promo. I got no Lego.
I still need
so
that promo.
I
Yeah,
got
I can't
no
believe
Lego.
that happened. That was a big mourn
This is
when I saw
still.
those Instagram
It's still a little raw at the moment, guys. So I'm just not gonna talk about it. No, I mean, like, I was definitely being more dramatic, just trying to be funny. But like, I don't blame my family for not getting me Lego, because they don't know what I have, and it's like gotten to the point where I don't know what I have. So why would they know what I have? So I've moved on, but I can understand why, to a certain extent. Yeah.
It still hurts though.
Yeah. No, it's always gonna hurt a little bit, you know. Just gotta.
See, I just sent my mum because she was like, I still need to buy you things for Christmas. Like, what do you want? And I was like, Lego, Lego, Lego. And she's like, fine, I'll do it. And then I was like looking around the store, and I was like, actually, there's all this new stuff coming out. So I just sent her screenshots of my wish list, and I was like, pick some of these, and then like wrap it up, print out a picture. I don't care. Just like, we'll just take it as a rain check, and I'll go and buy it on like the 1st.
Oh, work.
So,
That works out perfectly.
The Hermione promo's retired. No, I need to get that poly bag somehow.
I think we still have. I think we still have a couple
Might
of
have
them
to
in
buy
my
it
store.
on Bricklink. I can do that. The only one I'm missing. I also need to go back and get the ones from 2010 at some point. I think there's like 3 of them. It's like the tiny Hogwarts Express and like 2 Harry Potter ones. And then I'll have everything. Then I'm good.
Do you
also
have
realized the other day-
every Harry Potter set ever?
I want to at some point.
Okay. Like, how far are
it's
you
like-
into that?
I'm from 2007 onwards, besides like 3 poly bags and like the Grindelwald minifigure from the first CMF, I've got everything.
Damn.
So like that's pretty good considering like 2007, that was a pricey one, and that was like the first one. That was the easiest for me to get.
Yeah.
And then I've got one set from 2004 now, the original Night Bus, and one 2001 set. So I'm like, I just need a Chamber of Secrets set, and then I've got one from every year.
Nice.
Big win. But I did go back and like buy the original like yellow figures. I really want to get the yellow Dumbledore and Snape at some point as well. So I'm like, slowly we'll get there though. But like, I look at the quality of them and I'm like, oh, they kind of suck. But like, they're also very nostalgic, which is why I want them. And just to be a complete completionist, like, I'm here.
Yeah, I mean, if you're so close to having every single Lego Harry Potter set ever, you can't stop. You're doing yourself just a disservice.
I just got to keep going, especially because it's like, it's not as like chaotic, I feel like, as Star Wars. Like Harry Potter is expensive, but
Star Wars is impossible.
It's all right. It's a different ballpark. I can do it. I just need to like actively look, I feel like, and try and find a good deal.
Yeah.
Like I just look back and I'm like, how did I get Diagon Alley? Like I pulled it out the other day because I needed to access a storage container and I just grabbed the box and gave it a big hug and I was like, I'm glad I got this.
Is that like your emotional support product in your storage collection?
And I can't wait to build it. The day will arrive. In my head, I'm like, if I hit 50,000, that's when I'll open it. Otherwise, once it's been like 3 years or I move out and have space, that's when I'll do it.
Yeah.
Whichever comes first.
Yeah. TJ says he sold his Luke's lightsaber for 150. That is bonkers. That is insanity.
Wasn't to me.
It wasn't to me. Oh, TJ probably shouldn't have said that. Let's see. If I go, TJ says, if I go to Brick Fair, Virginia, I'm taking a Steeled Osprey and Dragon. 100%. You'll be able to sell the Steeled Osprey at Brick Fair, Virginia. I want to get rid of the one TJ that we traded for because I just don't have space and it takes up like a weird amount of space. But Osprey is very, very cool. I just don't.
I'm gonna get like a few of like the small like June 1st sets that don't exist in the US, and I'll bring them over.
Oh yeah.
And then just literally sell them to retail. Like I'll get myself the VIP points and just sell them for like what they were worth.
Yeah.
See, life hack, and then I get the points so I can get discounts.
Woohoo!
Then also, because I'm bringing things, it means I'll have less stuff to bring back, which means I have more space to buy things.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think you're gonna buy more stuff, so you might not have less space at the end of the day.
Yeah, I gotta bring like a really, really big suitcase and like a bunch of old clothes that I can like wear once and then just throw them away.
Right.
And then I have extra space.
Oh, let's see. Holly, which set is taller, Daily Bugle or Disney Castle? I don't know.
It's the Bugle by by literally like that much. It's the smallest amount.
Okay.
Which I'm genuinely shocked by because I thought the Disney Castle was going to be taller, and then I finished building the Bugle and I was like, oh.
Ooh. I still have not made any more progress on the Disney Castle I started for the charity live stream. I just haven't touched it, and I'm so sad.
Disgraceful.
I know.
Not even over Christmas that you cried so much about not getting any Lego when
I
you
know.
had a
I was
castle
just
that was
so
crying to be built.
Just so upset. I couldn't see Lego anymore. It was giving me pain.
Disgraceful.
Oh man. Ruin says, speaking of subs, can we talk about how Generic Stud has been killing it this year? Dude, Generic Stud is my favorite Lego YouTuber. I've been saying this for so long. I love his content. I know he just passed 100K today, which is awesome. So
I'm so happy for him.
Yeah,
admittedly, I'm a bit different. I think I've watched like 2 of his videos, and I was like, they were really good. Like, don't get me wrong. But I was like, I couldn't, I'm not a Ninjago person.
Yeah.
So instantly, a lot of them just not for me. But also, I understand that his content is not made for me either. It is very much very fast moving, cameras constantly going. It's incredibly well edited, and he knows exactly what he's doing, and he's doing fantastic. And I'm like, good for him. Super proud. You're doing great. But I could not sit through a lot of them just because I'm like, this is a lot for me to take in. Sort of give me a slight headache, and I have to pause it. I'm like, but he knows what he's doing. I'm not his audience. I know that. He's doing great. He looks so friendly as well and nice. I'm like, dude, you're just a great person. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's
I'm really happy for him. Now I'll get the verified check mark. Yay.
Yeah, I think that's how you know when someone's such a good creator, even if someone who's not in their space can still find a really deep appreciation for the stuff they're making. Ninjago, I don't care about Ninjago. I don't know anything about Ninjago. I don't really know how big the Ninjago community is, but I guess it is somewhat large.
It seems
I guess.
massive.
Yeah, I never really understood that.
Because I know that there's the AFOL sort of Ninjago fans, the people who've grown up with it, and then you've also got all the younger kids who are just getting into it for the first time, as well as the tweens and all of that. And I feel that's very much where his content seems to be just sort of directly targeting. But I feel a lot of other people can come in just because of how creative the video concepts are and how engaging engaging they are, and is just overall entertaining person, fantastic personality as well.
Yes.
It's a winning combination.
Yep. Yeah. Definitely a huge congrats to him. That was nice to see. Definitely one of the people who deserve it for sure.
Yeah, 100%. His vids have a Mr. Beast style feel, or that may just be me. I think they do to some extent, but like less like I'm gonna buy $10,000 worth of stuff. You get what I mean?
Yeah, it is, but it isn't. I got that same feeling too. Amy's asking, did anyone see the new Book of Boba yet? I forgot we really haven't discussed anything Book of Boba in like 10 minutes, but it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, we talked about it like in the beginning of the stream. To be honest, it was an okay episode. It was somewhat fun, somewhat boring. I think we're all kind of waiting for the next one to see what's gonna happen. But
it was underwhelming.
Yeah, underwhelming is definitely a word I would use.
But I have faith.
Yeah. Maul Loyalist says I have a total of 57 Mandalore figs. Like, are you talking about the ones from like the city Mandalore, or like the one from the battle pack from the Mandalorian TV show? Either way, that's cool though. But
how specific are we getting with this?
Like, do you have? He says Mandalorians. Are you talking about the Mandalorians from the Mandalorian TV show, or like the blue ones from the Clone Wars? Essentially, both are cool, but I feel like one is cooler than the other for sure.
Anna, hot take. I think that the best giant Harry Potter set for me is Diagon Alley. Don't get me wrong. Hogwarts is incredible. It is a gorgeous set. It is the iconic skyline. It is so well made, so well designed. But Diagon Alley for me is just a lot more fun. I don't know how else to put it. The icons as well, good, great set, but just doesn't have that same magic. You get what I mean.
Diagon Alley is just so iconic. And I feel like the Lego set that they made is, you could also just use it in so many different scenarios too. Like as a display piece, as a stop motion, as something you're like letting kids play with. It just has like so many features.
It's a play set and it's a display piece, and it's just, and plus it's easier to display because you can take it apart. Whereas Hogwarts is like, it's a nightmare. It's so big.
Yeah.
I'm dreading ever having to move it. It's painful.
I feel like that'll be something you just like bag it up. Don't care about if it like actually stays intact, and just kind of call it a day.
Just throw it in a trash bag, and then if anything falls off, at least it's all the pieces are in the trash bag.
Yeah, really.
Oh dear. Jacob, I agree. I didn't even think about that as a concept, releasing the first 2 episodes. I mean, if they did it for Hawkeye and WandaVision, like they could have done it for Boba Fett, although maybe they wanted to like spread it out and just make like Star Wars more of like a topic every single week, and just sort of like hype up the brand from a marketing perspective, maybe.
Do you think it would have been better if they did like a 2-hour season premiere special?
I can definitely say if that episode didn't, if it just kept going like it was for an extra 20 minutes, I would have lost my mind. But like, if they switched it up or continued doing the story, yeah, I could do it.
Yeah.
So I feel like they just needed something more.
It was definitely like dragging its feet towards the end. I was like, all right, like, okay, it's 35 minutes. Is it over yet? Like, what's going on?
Like, we're still going.
It's like, there's still more.
It never ends. But it did end, and I was like, yes. Okay.
Mr. Bombastic said, I want to see Bosk in the show. Bosk would be cool. I mean, the one thing I did appreciate, we saw a lot of the different Star Wars aliens. I think we definitely saw the Trandoshans. We saw the Twi'leks. We saw, oh my God, what was that? The guy that he was locked up with. What's the Rodan? Something like that. I don't, chat, someone let me know.
I have no clue.
It was one of them, but that was cool to see them in live action. I think that, and they were done pretty well too. So I mean, that was just like a plus thing. What is the hardest set you've ever built? Anything Technic. I don't have anything in particular, but I don't like Technic. It's so not fun and unenjoyable. So I don't know.
I want to say it was either the UCS R2D2 because of the same thing, Technic, like that entire interior cage. Just I hated every moment of it. Or the Hogwarts castle. And I say that purely because I did it while streaming, and there was a lot of tiny little fiddly bits.
Yep.
And it was really hard to read the instructions to figure out where everything went, because they're all like 1 by 1s, and it was like a nightmare. but it wasn't like technically difficult. It was just like you really had to focus.
Yeah, there are sets that you just like shouldn't build when you're live streaming because we're all like, yeah, we're gonna build this set. It's gonna be super fun. But let's be honest, like 99% of the time is spent not at all building the set, looking at chat, talking, and stuff like that. So there are definitely sets like you probably shouldn't be building on a live stream because you
maybe I shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, you just lose track and you end up having like 50 extra pieces in your bag, and you're like, oh well.
Yeah, a bit of a nightmare. Yeah. I was like, oh dear.
Amy's asking a solid question. This one came up when the set got released. Are you mad that Lego didn't put the Slave 1 on the box instead of the Starship? To be honest, I really don't care.
Well, here's the thing. It's not. I know it's not Lego that's doing it.
Yes, that's something
like,
we have to consider as well.
Yeah, so like I wouldn't say that I'm mad at Lego. Am I mad at Disney? Yes. Do I understand why? Yes.
Yeah, I mean it is a little weird. I mean the name of his ship is the Slave 1, and it's not like his ship got blown up and he made a new one. Like if he had a new ship and they just decided to call it that, like fine, fair game. But you know, to a certain extent, that is his ship. But I'm not also gonna just like start crying and complaining about it because I don't really think it's that big of a deal. I know a lot of people were very upset about it, and like I can understand why for sure. But it really just was a non-starter for me. I understood why. I think I slightly disagree with it because that's just like the name of his ship, and you get like all the old fans too coming back watching the show. But I don't really think it's that important, to be honest.
Yeah, I was just really annoyed because I was like, are we really just gonna like completely like I think like for me it was the same thing. It's like what they did with Leia, right? Like it was like, okay, change it to Hut Slayer Leia. Okay. That I can understand because at least it's still relevant to like what actually happened in the movie.
Yeah.
Like it made sense. But like the thing that annoys me about that is that they just completely tried to like erase her from like Star Wars history. It's like you watch the movie, she's there, but when you like look at the grand scheme of Star Wars, like she's in no merchandise, she's in like nothing, just because like parents complained, and I'm like, you can't do that. Like she literally slayed a monster. That is girl boss energy here. Okay, like. And we just like people just forget about it and forget about the cultural impact that Carrie Fisher had in that movie, in that outfit. And I don't want to forget that. Like she was great. Carrie Fisher loved it. I mean, she hated it at the time, but she looks back now and she was like, well, she doesn't rip Carrie Fisher. I love her anyway. But she looked back and she was like, no, like I'm really proud of that. So it's like, I just feel like with the Slave 1, it's like, we're just going to do the whole thing. Like they're just trying, like Disney is trying to erase like all of the history that they've sort of set up with these sets. Like, I get it why they want to do it. They don't want to face like any potential controversy. Like they just want to protect their backside. But I'm also like, it's just a name of a ship. Like I don't see the reason that it had to be changed, but at the same time, it's the name of a ship. There's nothing I can do about it. I just wish they picked a better name.
Yeah, and it's not like it was
sounds really cheesy.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like the name is. It's not like it's a name either. Like it sounds okay. That's not the word I want to use. That sounds really bad. But it's like, let me think about this before I say something really freaking stupid.
Walk on eggshells.
Yeah, really. Like, okay, so I'll put it this way: we've seen slaves in Star Wars like plenty of times. Like even in the Clone Wars, even in like TV shows that are on Cartoon Network and geared towards kids. So like, I didn't think they needed to change the name, but I understood, and I also just don't really get worked up over stuff like that too much. So yeah. Brickopotamus says, stop spoiling. I haven't seen No Way Home yet. Well, that's unfortunate, but you probably should.
Listen,
if you've made it this far without a spoiler, you need to teach me how to do that, because I don't think there's a single soul on Earth now who doesn't know the end of that movie. But yeah.
No. Not one.
Nope.
Especially because I saw like somewhere the other day, like Kim Kardashian was watching it and spoiled it on her Instagram story.
No
or something.
way.
And I was like, Kim Kardashian has like spoiled it and you haven't seen it. Like, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, I'd be so mad if I was watching a Kim Kardashian Instagram live and got the end spoiled. Oh my god.
I just imagine that.
It's like a weird spot to have that happen to.
Okay, like just imagine like you have made it this far without spoilers, right? And then you like look at Kim Kardashian's story and it's like that's it. That's what ruined it for you.
That's so
Kim
unfortunate.
Kardashian in her living room.
That's the worst luck in the world.
Like
Here's a good question. Now, which
the
Disney Plus
resident.
Star Wars show would you like to see the most new sets for? Mandalorian, Bad Batch, etc. And what sets from the show? I've been wanting some more Bad Batch sets. I know the show wasn't exactly the most exciting for a lot of people, but I still think there's a lot of stuff that they could do from it. We can get a Captain Hauser. We can get other figures. We can get Crosshair when he was still like in a good guy technically. We can get some new Phase 2, some of the new Dark Troopers that Crosshair is a part of. Like, there's a lot of stuff that they could do. If I had to narrow it down, I'd probably say Bad Batch. Mandalorian, we've gotten a bunch of sets, and I'm like okay with that. I'm looking forward to the new Book of Boba rumor sets this year. I don't know anything about them though, so we'll kind of have to see how those turn out.
Yeah, I just hope we really get like Jabba's palace, even though it's not Jabba's palace anymore. But I really hope we get one of them for Book of Boba Fett. Like you, I feel like I'm always open for more Mandalorian sets, but I'm not like desperate for them.
Yeah.
Like if they come out, I'll be excited and I'm gonna buy them. But like I don't feel like it needs to happen per se. I mean I know this wasn't like in the suggested shows, but Kenobi. I want Kenobi sets. I want Kenobi.
I think we're definitely gonna get some. I mean, how could you not at that point? If you're bringing it back, especially
Exactly.
Hayden Christensen and all these amazing
This
actors,
is gonna be huge.
yeah.
Like also just really want them to do more like Attack of the Clones is not my favorite movie by far.
What?
However,
No way.
I really want them to do episode 2 Obi-Wan with one of the new mullet pieces, whether it be the Jerry Seinfeld one or even like the Loki and like one that they've used in the CMF. Like I want that to happen. Why have we not done it? Also just give Anakin a better hairpiece that's not just like a weird printed braid.
Yeah,
It just
I
looks
think
weird.
I think next year is the 20th anniversary of Attack of the Clones too. So I mean, if there's ever a chance that we're gonna get something, it should be next year. You would think.
Perfect. Yeah, you
But
think it's not
we'll
gonna
see.
happen.
Yeah, I mean, we're still getting like Empire Strikes Back anniversary stuff next, like in 2022. So maybe the year after that, but I don't know.
Yeah, like I'm really glad about like all of like the Hoth stuff. Like I love Hoth.
Oh,
It's
they're
one of my
awesome.
favorite like places from like the original trilogy. But I really like I loved last year's wave because it was like the summer wave. It just had a bit of everything.
Yep.
And it was a fantastic. Like you had some Mandalorian,
It was
you
great.
had some Clone Wars, you had some Empire sets. It was just perfect. And I'm like, I really want to see that going forward with like Star Wars. Like we've got so many different things. Like I don't want just a prequels wave. I don't just want an original trilogy wave. I don't just want a TV shows wave. Like
Yeah.
one set from everything would be great. Like just really mix it up and have like a lot of variety. Like I feel like this wave in like sort of reminds me of like last year where it was just like, yep, original trilogy. And I'm like, let's mix it up. Like, don't get me wrong. I love my Hoth. That ATST looks really cool.
Yeah.
Love the battle pack. Love the Hoth pack. I mean, we did get like one clone trooper pack, but like I wish that like there wasn't so much. And I get it because it's tying in with the AT-AT, but it just feels like we've gotten a lot at once after this year. Like it was a bit much. Like, where's Return of the Jedi stuff? Where
I
are
would.
you? Like, even if we're going to do original trilogy, like, let's mix it up. Like, I feel like we've done Empire and we've done A New Hope so much recently. Like, we're about to get a UCS Luke's Landspeeder. Like, I want to see some Return
Oh
of the
God,
Jedi. I
shoot
want to see
me,
some
shoot me now, God.
Revenge of the Sith, Attack of the Clones. Like, Phantom Menace is by far one of my least favorite ones, but let's throw some of that in there. Bring back Queen Amidala. Let's go.
The amount of money I would pay to not get a UCS Luke's Landspeeder is astronomical. I think I would.
I think it's going to be funny.
I'm gonna
and
be
I'm
so
here
mad.
for that.
I'm gonna be so mad.
I reckon it will be a good model, and I think it would be a fantastic meme, but at the same time, I'm like, really? Like, now?
Yeah, like of all the things that you could have possibly done, the Luke's
Like, why
Landspeeder.
now?
I don't know. I heard that rumor like whenever it came out, and I just facepalmed so hard.
I laughed. I thought it was hilarious.
It's gonna. Everyone's getting. So many people are gonna be so mad, including me. But we'll figure it out. Mason's asking, can you wish my mom a happy birthday? Happy birthday, Mrs. Caswell. Hope you're having a good one. Shout out, Miss Caswell. I wonder if Lego. I wonder if Lego will get in trouble again with the Jabba's Palace set. I hope not. I
I think they're gonna have to change the way that they make it. I think they're gonna have to completely rethink the design of it, and if they're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Just in case. Like, I didn't see it as a big issue, but then again, it's not something that, like, affects me, so I can't really talk on it. But, like, it's in a movie. Like, surely you would have a go at Disney.
Yeah,
not
and not
Lego.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's my feelings towards that.
Ruin says the UCS Luke's land speeder is going to be amazing. I love the timing of it. I can't tell if you're being sarcastic. I feel like you are. I can't tell.
I would, if it was like a year or two away, awesome.
Or like
But,
never.
like,
Just never,
just
never works too. You know.
like, I honestly think, like, I would, as much as I love the new UCS R2D2, I think he's fantastic. Like, I personally would have preferred Luke's land speeder over that just because it's slightly different.
What?
Like, it's not something we've gotten before. But at the same time, I'm like R2D2 would be it's going to be a better model than whatever Luke's land speeder can be. Like, I feel like it's just a very flat ship. Like, there's not a lot to it.
It's the most boring ship ever in history. Like, it's just
Like,
it's a speeder.
I love my little 2020 what was it? Yeah, 2020 ship. It's fantastic. Good enough for me. I don't need more.
No, I don't need a
I'm not a
2
big
foot long
person in general, so like that set's just off my radar to begin with. But
yeah,
I just why? Yes, Anna. See, that's what it should have been. A UCS Razor Crest.
I would love that.
Why aren't we getting that?
That would be amazing. I'd be 100% on board for that.
Or even the new Imperial shuttle, or just a location. I mean, then again, we could get another Master Builder one next year.
Yeah.
In like October. Which Ewok Village.
Yes, please.
Would be great.
That would complete it. I mean, we've gotten the Cantina from episode 4. We've gotten Betrayal of Cloud City from 5. I mean, the Ewok Village makes the most sense. And that's like one of the sets I deeply regret missing out on. So Lego, please do that and send me one. That would be amazing.
And we also know that they love the original trilogy because it's the safest option.
Yep.
But I also think it will be very interesting to see what happens in like a year or two from now, like after the Gunship, because the Gunship is the first like UCS set from the prequels. Like, everyone who grew up with that movie, we're all adults now. We all have some sort of disposable income, not as much as the people who are buying the original trilogy stuff are.
Yep.
But you know, we can make it. We can do it. We will do it. We're dedicated. So it's like, hopefully, like, you'll see like the success of all of that and like go and make some more. Master Builder Naboo, please, would be great.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
So I'm excited.
I'm still a little bit worried that after all, like the lashback they got from the Gunship, and you know, even though it wasn't important, but you know, it is what it is, and I hate talking about it because it's such a stupid topic. But I'm just concerned that they're like, oh, prequel sets, we got a lot of backlash. Let's just not do it anymore.
Yeah, and it's like that's the thing. It's like I hope that they take it the right way and understand that it's like it's not about that. It's just the way that you handled it. It's like, no, we are hardcore fans, and we feel like you upset us. Like, it didn't feel like we mattered, sort of thing. Yep. It's like, no, like the model itself is gorgeous. The minifigures were disappointing, and just the whole context around it is what's like disappointing. But I hope that they see the sales of it and just like how big of like a event that whole release and that set was.
Oh yeah.
And I hope that speaks louder. Like just the hype, the culture, and like David said, big people vote with their wallets. Hopefully they saw the sales of it and were like, yep, let's go.
Yeah. We'll see. Also, hi David. I didn't see you.
Yeah, you didn't get invited, and now Matt's ignoring you.
Sorry, David.
Double shade.
Sorry, David. It's okay. It's okay. Thoughts on Lego sabotaging the Gunship theory? Stupidest theory I've ever heard in my entire life. I'm sorry.
I didn't hear anything about it or watch it, so I can't really comment.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I didn't watch the video either. So going purely off of that statement that you just said, thoughts on Lego sabotaging the Gunship theory. I'm assuming the theory is that Lego purposely sabotaged it, to which I say no. No.
I just feel like there wasn't as much like personal interest.
Yeah, there just wasn't as much care, like, for sure.
Like, if I was a Lego designer, right? Like, if I'm designing Gringotts, my heart and soul is going to be put into that set, and I'm going to love talking about it and doing like interviews and just like all of the press and marketing. Like, yeah, amazing. But if I had to make something like a Batman giant vehicle, like the Tumbler, if I was making the Tumbler, like, yeah, I like Batman, but like I'm not as enthusiastic about the model of the Tumbler. So it's like I'm not gonna like know as much. My heart's not gonna be like that much into it. So it's like I wonder if that's what happened instead. It's like, oh yeah, we love Star Wars, like we love the culture, but like we're just not as connected to it. So like it just sort of like ruined it.
Well, it also makes sense if you look at all the Lego Star Wars designers. And listen, I met Jens and Caesar at Star Wars Celebration 2019. They were awesome. They were super nice. But if you look at them, I feel like most of them are the older side who grew up with the original trilogies and probably really don't like the prequels at all. And I don't blame them for that. But when like the majority of your design and creative team side with only 1/3 of what Star Wars really is, like I feel like you're just missing out on so much. But I mean, I don't know like the statistics of how old all the guys are, but from what I see,
Yeah.
Holly, this has got you good. Do you want to talk about the New York Post article and how that kind of came to be?
Yeah. So firstly, I was very excited. I woke up in the morning and I saw an email and it was like, hey, we want to talk to you. And I was like, you want to talk to me? Oh my gosh. And like, it was early in the morning, right? Because of like all the time differences. So I'm lying in bed, like right there at like 7 a.m. on the phone to them. And it was really, really fun. I was just like really excited to be there. But like, I loved reading it. Firstly, I loved that they gave me a fun name. I read it and I was like slightly offended, but I also laughed a lot. It was
The Harry Potter hoarder.
It's actually pretty accurate. It was like really good. What I did love as well though is like they mixed up the Hogwarts castles that I sent them.
Oh no.
So it's like I sent them like a photo of like the original one. Like I had it on my phone ready to go. But then they put like the newer one on instead and I was like I'm reading through it and I'm like,
oh why? Yeah, I read that and I was like, and they were like, she bought the new castle for like 300. It's now 700. I'm like,
I gave them like full set numbers and everything. I was like, oh yeah, like here this is, like here you go, like here's all the information. And I was like, oh, okay. But I really enjoyed it and I loved like seeing everyone else on there as well. Like I loved seeing you, David, and Emily, and Duck Brix, I think his name is. I've seen him a couple of times, but I don't really know of him too well. But I just love reading everyone's stories and I was like, oh, this looks sick. Everyone had a lot better photos of their collection than me. Meanwhile, I just had Grogu and R2D2 and I was like, yeah.
David had like professional.
I took that David had like everyone's like got full setup like tripod photos.
Yeah, David had like mad professional pictures, and like I wasn't surprised because David is a full-time videographer, photographer. But like,
exactly.
I was like, who's taking these candid shots of you? Did like the New York Post come to your house and do this? I don't know, but that was cool. That was really cool seeing. I think David said it's a shame they didn't contact me because I invest more than anyone he knows. That's actually probably true, but it was really cool to see some of the big faces in the community like get out there, and that's like the coolest thing to see. So that was fun.
Yeah, I was like really excited to be there. I haven't sent it to my mom yet though, so I need to do that.
Wait, sure she doesn't even know?
No, I don't think she's like saw anything about it, and I need to send it to her because I think she'll really appreciate it.
Yeah, she would definitely like that.
But yeah, it was really exciting. Like I just couldn't believe that I got asked. I was like, whoa, this is cool.
Oh, David says Harrison shot them on his camera. Okay, that makes sense. I was about to say you definitely had someone who was very familiar with the camera taking those pictures because. Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm just taking like a selfie on like the couch with R2D2 because it was May the 4th. I was like, yeah. It's like I should have like. I wish I like could have gone back and like found the one of me like holding my Diagon Alley when I got it because like that was cool when I did that thumbnail because like I put my lights and they were like pink in the background and it looked all like sick and cool, but I just like did not have access to that file at the time. I was like, oh, quick. Especially because I'd wake up in the morning and I'd have like an hour or something to like send them information or like photos. Because like I would wake up at 7 a.m. and they'd be like quitting in like 2 hours.
Yeah.
It was a mess. It's like, oh dear. It's national representation though.
Let's see. Rune is asking, which Lego theme do you guys think has the strongest lineup for 2022 so far? My vote goes to Minecraft with Friends as a close second.
I agree with Friends. Friends is a really, really strong lineup. Like, I'm not gonna buy anything, but I look at them and I'm like, these are really good sets. It's better than City.
I feel like the Monkey Kid sets are really solid this coming year too. I don't know. But
I mean, Marvel's so far not looking good. We were on a really strong roll, and then that Iron Man came out, and then the canceled mechs. I was like, oh dear.
Yeah, Marvel's like on the back burner for a little bit. Sorry for all my Marvel fans out there.
Star Wars is like looking really good though. Like it's looking like a strong year so far, which I'm really excited for. And what else? I love the look of the Ninjago stuff too.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I feel like City has the same like 10 sets they make new every single year again. So while like there's like a million sets coming out, I don't really think there's anything particularly special about the City sets coming out. I don't know.
Like there's a lot of really cool pieces, but the way that the road plates are incorporated, it just makes them feel so overpriced for what they are. Like that it's just too big. Like it just takes up so much of the budget, and I just feel like we're not getting as much as I'd hope for the price of a City set.
Yeah.
Which really sucks, because it's like, I like the road plates. I think it's like, I understand what they're doing and that it's a good idea, but it also just like eats up the budget. Like I just look at the school, for example, and I'm like, there is no building there. Speaking of the school, yes, Shy, the Billy Madison bus set. Still can't believe they did that. It's so, so cheeky. But I'm really excited for like the ice cream cone pieces. And I want to buy like some of the hospital torsos. Like I want to do a huge Bricks and Pieces order.
Ethan, thank you for the $7.99 donation. Says Butt Tiger. Completely agree. Well said. Couldn't have said it better myself. I wonder. I feel like every Lego store is gonna sell out of them so fast just because of the butthole at this point.
I hope so. Yeah. We gotta get the word out.
I know. We gotta campaign.
It's actually, though, a really solid set. It was very fun to build. It's very well made. And it's just funny. Like, how do you... Like, I had to explain to, like, 4 people when I bought this why I bought it. And I was like, it's because it's the butthole tiger. And they're like, what? And I had to explain...
Excuse me?
Oh, it's got a flower as its butt. And then, I've said this before when I was on one of the Plastic Architects streams. I was like... You know what? I want to put a butt on the AT-AT. And then Tech Productions grabbed like one of the flower bouquet flowers and was like put that on like the UCS one. Like I think it's genius.
That's funny. TJ's asking what idea sets are left in 2022. I have no idea.
A globe and maybe Vincent Van Gogh.
I have no idea. I'm so lost with Lego ideas. There's so many.
I don't know if we're gonna get. I don't know if The Office will be this year. Maybe.
Oh, please.
I mean, if we're starting in January, right? Presumably, like, one comes out every second month. So then we'll have, like, the Globe, Vincent Van Gogh. I think there might have been another one that was a household object, but I can't remember. And then, like, The Office and Snow White.
Oh, my
Maybe.
God. The Office. I need to get that set. Like,
so do I can't
directly
wait.
from Lego. Jordan.
I want to, like, brainstorm, like, ideas for, like, the idea sets and like how I want to like make videos on them, because I really want to do something fun for The Office.
I think
like, I want to go all out for this.
I think a great video, if anyone has like short form media content platforms like TikTok or anything like that, you got to do recreating The Office memes with the set. You got to.
I definitely want to do that.
That's an instant 100K TikTok video, probably even 1 million if you play it right. That's a great idea.
Let's try. We'll see how we go.
That'd be funny.
I also really want to, like, I was thinking about this. I was like, I really want to, like, review it in the style of an episode. Like, I feel like that would be very
God,
fun.
that would be so good.
No one steal my idea, because that is my idea. But I really feel like that'd be quite fun, and just, like dress up in character and just, like, film the entire thing like an episode, while also trying to be informative. Who am I kidding? Why do I need to be informative? If people want an informative review, they can go and watch Tiago. I'm just gonna make this into like a comedy skit if I can.
Just show the set. You don't even have to talk about it. You should hire a videographer, I guess someone in your family if they're familiar with video. Just film it like The Office. So do like the pop zooms, do like the dramatic looks when you're introducing the set, all that kind of stuff. That would be great.
Because it's like I've seen people like edit their wedding videos like an episode of The Office, and I thought it was hilarious.
Oh, that's funny.
So it's like I want to do something like that for like the set, and I think it would be great. And I want to try and do more stuff like that just for like set reviews in general. Like just add a bit more like fun. Yeah. Like make it a bit interesting, because like I look back at some of my older reviews and I'm just like where I'm like playing with the sets and I'm like launching Luke off into like the abyss or something. It was fun. So like I want to do some more of that. Like I've got my Harry Potter robe now for every single Harry Potter review. It's gonna be fantastic.
Yeah.
Just like gonna revamp next year. It's gonna be a big year.
Right.
Who am I kidding? It's probably not going to change that much. But we'll see. Always got to grow, people. Right. Always got to grow.
Well, I finished the Boba Fett Starship, and this is way smaller than I thought it was, so I'm
It looks
a little
tiny.
disappointed.
The
What's
butthole tiger looks bigger than it.
Let me get the UCS version actually, and to show you guys just how
Size comparison.
size comparison.
It looks the size of like a candle or something.
Okay, so
Palpatine's a rest. Oh, I'm jealous.
here's the.
Oh,
I'm gonna try
really
and
Palpatine.
actually, you know what? I'm just gonna take it off the stand. The Slave One, first of all, the UCS set is like one of my favorite sets of all time, so I'm definitely biased towards it. But here's the mini one, and here's the big one. I mean, it's not even comparable. I feel. Granted, there is like a. Well, how much? This is $200, and this is $50. So it is 4 times the amount of retail, but I feel like that's still not even comparable. But
No.
I don't know.
I mean, I'll give it to Lego. They definitely got the shape out of the tiny one, but it's just a bit too small.
It's just not. But again, like we said earlier, this is clearly not a set for me.
No.
Like I got it to build something like themed for Boba Fett to have fun on a live stream, but like this is not something I'd be buying specifically for its like display value. Like I'll probably end up giving this to like my little
It's
cousin. and they'll
perfect
love
for a
it, so.
kid to play with. Like if I was a kid and I was in the Lego aisle and I saw that and I was like,
Oh,
"Hey, mum, can I like get this?" Like she'd probably say yes, just because it's like a cheaper set. It's like it's small and then it's great to swoosh around with because it's easy to hold on to. It's easy to play with. It's great, but just
Listen, someone's
I'm not
making
that
fun of me
age anymore.
for dusting my set with my sleeves. I don't understand how you guys dust your sets. You don't use your clothing? I don't get it.
vacuum cleaners, cloths, clothing, makeup brushes, paint brushes.
It all works the
Wide
same.
variety. You got to get every technique. Like I don't want to hear people being like, "Don't use brushes because it just scatters the dust." Yeah, that's why I do both. You got to get the dust out of all of the nooks using a brush and then vacuum it up.
Bro got dusty. Like, don't
Big
have dusty
brain.
sleeves. You just wipe it off. I don't see the big deal, chat. Okay. Oh, you're agreeing with the sleeve dusting. Okay, then I forgive you. Then that's fine. But I mean, yeah. I mean, a quick review. I forgot if I have to do a review video of this. I hope not because I don't
I
want to
mean,
make
no,
it.
you can just list this stream as like the
Yeah,
content.
I'll probably just do that. I mean, a quick review. I mean, for $50, it's definitely solid. It's smaller than I thought it was going to be. It does come with the new Boba minifigure. The coloring is off, though. The helmet is still like the old classic Boba color, but the new one is like the dark green torso, which is a little weird. You get the Mando again, which is fine. But again, like this set's definitely, the look, I think, is nailed for such a small frame, but the playability is definitely geared towards like an 8-year-old and not necessarily like a 22-year-old. So for that reason, I mean, I definitely give this set props to what it's doing. I mean, there's not many other options. This is the only option for a Slave One or Boba Fett Starship at the time. So, I mean, it's a solid set. It's not something I'd be buying for myself. Definitely something I would give to someone who's younger and wants to like play with stuff. But it's a good set. It feels nice. It's very small though, but I feel like a lot of you guys kind of already knew that. There's been a ton of reviews of it already, so nothing really new. But again, just a size comparison there. But yeah,
How about for a 35-year-old? Shy, if you're happy for Ezra to run around and play with it, perfect for you.
I could see a 35-year-old having a great time with this set. I don't know about you. Come on.
I mean, it looks like one of those sets where I'd build it and then I would like swoosh it around for like a bit and then like shove it in a storage container.
Yeah, like this and like the Imperial Shuttle and the TIE Fighter and the X-Wing are kind of all grouped together. Where like I love the sets and what they're trying to do and what they successfully do for a very particular type of audience. But for me, that's just not something that I'm. Oh my God, Ethan with a $7.99 donations on Jay's stream yesterday. You should have heard what Bob was saying about your mom. What was Jedi Bob saying about my mother, huh?
Your
We got to have a talk.
mom!
We have to have a talk. Jeez. Well, chat, been a fun stream. I know we really didn't talk about Book of Boba the entire time, but that's entirely okay. I mean, I think final thoughts were all on the very similar basis where it's like we want to see more. First episode was slow, but we're kind of waiting for the second episode. Are there any new Book of Boba sets? Not yet. There are rumored Book of Boba sets coming, I believe, in... Was it April or June, I want to say? One of the two. So if you guys watch the show, I'm sure we're going to get some more stuff for then, and those should be fun. Hopefully we'll get those sets here on the channel so you can see those. But yeah, Devin, thank you for the $5, man. Says Happy New Year. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much, Devin, man. I appreciate that. TJ's the same time next week. Next week, I might do another Raxus live stream. I'm going to work on Raxus a little bit, try and get a video out for Sunday of this week. Who knows? Maybe if Holly actually starts building Hogwarts, maybe we can get a...
In there. Okay.
Sorry, I had to throw it in there. I had to throw it in there, but yeah, we'll definitely be live again next week.
Practicing it.
Thank you guys for joining. Probably won't see you guys again until the new year, so it's gonna be fun. Hopefully, you guys have a super fun time celebrating with family and all that kind of stuff. Enjoy the Butthole Tiger for those of you going on January 1st, and we will see you later. Take it easy. Peace.
Bye.
Okay, we.